Debt, how to conquer it, one simple trick. Are you struggling to pay off your debts? Do you feel like you're stuck in a never-ending cycle of borrowing and repaying? Well, I have good news for you. There is a simple trick that can help you conquer your debt once and for all. And I'm going to share it with you in this video. This simple trick is called the debt snowball method. Here's how it works in 4 simple steps. 1. Make a list of all your debts from smallest to largest. Assuming you're referring to debt in terms of money owed, the best way to start chipping away at what you owe is to list out all of your debts from smallest to largest. Doing so will provide a clear vision of what needs to be paid off first, and seeing the list in order from smallest to largest can also be motivating. From there, focus on making more than the minimum payment on your smallest debt until it's paid off entirely. Once that debt is gone, you can direct the money you were paying toward your next smallest debt and so on, effectively snowballing your payments until all of your debts are paid. Of course, this method only works if you're able to make more than the minimum payments. If that's not possible, you'll need to find another solution. But for many people, this method can be an effective way to pay off debt and finally get their finances in order. 2. Make the minimum payments on all your debts except the smallest one. One strategy for tackling debt is to make the minimum payments on all your debts except the smallest one. Then, use any extra money you have to put toward the smallest debt until it's paid off. Once that debt is gone, you can move on to the next smallest debt and so on. This method can help you chip away at your debt and eventually be debt-free. However, it's important to be disciplined with your finances and stick to the plan. If you find yourself unable to make the minimum payments on all your debts, contact a financial advisor who can help you create a plan to get out of debt. 3. Put as much money as you can towards paying off the smallest debt. Debt is a large and looming problem for many people. It can be difficult to know where to start when it comes to conquering debt. This debt snowball method can give you a quick win to help motivate you to keep going. Additionally, it can provide a sense of relief and progress that can help keep you on track. Once the smallest debt is paid off, you can then focus on paying off the next smallest debt and so on. While this method may not be the quickest way to pay off all of your debt, it can be a helpful strategy for those who are struggling to stay motivated. For once the smallest debt is paid off, move on to the next one on your list and repeat the process. Once the smallest debt is paid off, move on to the next one on your list and repeat the process. By doing this, you'll gain momentum and motivation as you see your debt load decreasing. Another helpful strategy is to create a budget and stick to it. This will help you keep track of your spending and ensure that you're putting more money towards your debt each month. With dedication and commitment, you can overcome your debt and create a bright financial future for yourself. The debt snowball method is simple and it works. By following this method, you will be able to pay off your debts quickly and finally be free from the burden of debt. Tips for staying motivated during your journey to becoming debt-free. The journey to becoming debt-free can be a long and difficult one, but it's important to stay motivated throughout the process. Here are a few tips to help you stay on track. Set realistic goals. It's important to set achievable goals so you don't get discouraged along the way. Break your goal down into smaller, manageable steps that you can accomplish each month. Make a plan. Once you have your goal set, it's time to make a plan of action. Determine how much money you need to save each month in order to reach your goal. Then, create a budget and stick to it. Stay disciplined. One of the most important aspects of becoming debt-free is staying disciplined with your spending. Avoid using credit cards and only spend money on necessities. It may be difficult at first, but it will be worth it in the end. Stay positive. The journey to becoming debt-free can be tough, but it's important to remain positive throughout the process. Remember that every step you take is one step closer to your goal. Stay focused on the finish line and don't give up. Additional tips for conquering your debt. Make a budget and stick to it. This may seem like an obvious first step, but it's important to be mindful of your spending in order to make headway on your debt. Track where you are spending your money and cut back on unnecessary expenses. Create a debt repayment plan. Once you know how much money you have available to put towards your debt, create a plan for how you will repay it. This may include consolidating your debts, negotiating with creditors, or utilizing a debt repayments app. Stay disciplined with your repayments. It can be easy to get discouraged when you're trying to pay off debt, but it's important to remain disciplined with your repayments. Set up automatic payments if possible and make sure you're making at least the minimum payment each month. Seek professional help if needed. If you're struggling to get out of debt on your own, there is no shame in seeking professional help. A financial advisor can assist you in creating a budget and repayment plan that works for your unique situation. Resources to help you stay on track. There are a lot of resources available to help you stay on track. Some of these resources include books, articles, websites, and even apps. There are also plenty of tips and tricks that you can find online or in magazines. But how do you know which resources are going to be the most helpful for you? Here are a few things to keep in mind. Consider your learning style. Some people learn best by reading, while others prefer to watch videos or listen to podcasts. Choose resources that match your learning style for the best results. Make sure the resource is up to date. If you're looking for information on a specific topic, make sure the resource you choose is recent. Outdated resources may not have the most accurate information. Check the reviews. Once you've found a few potential resources, see what other people have said about them. Look for reviews from people who have used the resource and see what they thought about it. This can help you narrow down your choices and find the best resources for your needs. The most important thing is to find what works for you and to be consistent with it. Try out different resources and see what helps you stay on track the best. And don't be afraid to ask for help if you need it. There are a lot of people who want to help you succeed. Give these steps a try and see for yourself. You might be surprised at how quickly you can become debt-free. If you're looking to get out of debt, then subscribe to my channel. I'll be posting videos on tips and tricks to help you stay on track. Thanks for watching.